Hello everybody, welcome to a new Queen Facts video. Today I'm going to talk about Queen's 8th studio album, The Game, which was released today in 1980. And I'm mainly going to talk about the singles from the album. The origins for The Game came in June and July 1979, when Queen went into the Musicland studios in Munich, Germany, to have some recording sessions. The band had a new producer called Reinhold Mack, after most of their previous albums were recorded by Roy Thomas Baker. Mack was willing to explore more experimental methods of recording, as opposed to Roy Thomas Baker's tried and trusted approach. For this reason, the album made Queen turn into the direction of a more pop sound and even funk and R&B in the hit song Another One Bites the Dust. The band thought they could just walk into the studio without any ideas and create a new album, but it didn't turn out this way. In fact, they only recorded 4 songs during this period, namely Crazy Little Thing Called Love, Save Me, Sail Away Sweet Sister, and Coming Soon. The first song, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, was written by Freddie as a tribute to Elvis Presley, who died 2 years before. He wrote the song in a bathtub in 10 minutes as he came up with a melody and asked someone to give him a guitar. When he got out of the bath, he showed the song to Roger and John and recorded it with them, with Brian's guitar parts added later, as Freddie was sure he wouldn't like the song. It became the first single from the album, released on 5 October 1979, and it became a #1 hit worldwide, even giving the band their first chart-topping song in the USA. Crazy Little Thing Called Love has been played live ever since, including on their tours with Paul Rodgers and Adam Lambert. Another song from these recording sessions, Save Me, was written by Brian about a friend whose relationship with his wife had ended. It was one of the few Queen songs where he played the piano. This song was released as a single on 25 January 1980 and reached the top 10 in several countries, but not in the UK, where it only hit number 11. The song was played live from 1979 to 1982 and only returned in the band's live set during their 2015 European tour with Adam Lambert. Queen returned to the studio in February 1980, when they were asked to record the music for a new film about the 1930s comic hero Flash Gordon. The band recorded some demos during this period while also working on their new studio album The Game, but it didn't get to work properly on the album until a tour break in October that year. However, during the first recording sessions, they decided to start using synthesizers to underscore the sci-fi feel of the film, a decision that's noticeable on every Queen album since. During the next recording sessions, Queen have reportedly submitted 40 songs for the album, which would have been enough for an eventual double album. Surprisingly, only 10 songs appeared on the album, which were the 4 aforementioned songs, with the addition of Play the Game, Dragon Attack, Another One Bites the Dust, Need Your Loving Tonight, Rocket, Prime Jive, and Don't Try Suicide. Another song, which is called A Human Body, appeared on the B-side for the Play the Game single, while the song Soul Brother appeared on the B-side of the David Bowie collaboration Under Pressure from the next album Hot Space. The next single, which was Play the Game, was released on 30 May 1980, 1 month before the release of the album. It is noticeable for being the first ever Queen song to feature a synthesizer, an Oberheim OBX. It is also noticeable for it marked the first time Freddie was ever seen with his trademark moustache, both in the music video and on the single cover. Also, Brian didn't use his Red Special guitar for the music video. Instead, he used a Fender Stratocaster remake. He did this because of the risk of damage in the shot where Freddie took the guitar away from him and threw it back to him to play a guitar solo. Later it was revealed that this was played in reverse, so it would be easier for Brian to play the solo. The song became a minor hit, reaching number 14 in the UK while reaching the top 10 in some other countries. The 4th and final worldwide single from the album turned out to bring 2 worlds together. Another One Bites the Dust even became the band's best-selling single of all time. John's bassline for the song was inspired by the Chic song Good Times, and he even hung out with the group at their studio. He played almost all the instruments on the song, with Roger adding a drum loop and Brian producing some sounds with his guitar and an Eventide harmonizer. Queen didn't look at the song as a potential single. It barely made it onto the album. Michael Jackson eventually suggested to Freddie backstage that they should release it as a single, and they did so on 22 August 1980. It's noticeable for bringing Queen into a whole new audience, which never even heard of the band, which was mainly the black audience. One particular radio station in New York played the song thinking that they were a black band. As I said earlier, the song became the biggest selling Queen song ever, once again reaching number 1 in the USA, but reaching no higher than number 7 in the UK. Just like Crazy Little Thing Called Love, this song has been part of Queen's live performances ever since its release. A fifth single, Need Your Lovin' Tonight, was unreleased in the USA, where it reached number 44. Most other songs have never been performed live, except for Dragon Attack, which would be performed in a medley with Now I'm Here, from the band's 1974 album Sheer Heart Attack. It is the favorite song of Virtue's son Rufus, and was also a favorite of Adam Lambert, and therefore the band performed the song on a couple of occasions during their 2014 and 15 tour. The album The Game was released on 30 June 1980, reaching number 1 in both the UK and the USA, as well as other countries all over the world. That's it for today. I know this video has been a bit longer than the other videos, but hey, it's worth it, right? And if you have any more ideas for my next video, please tell me. I'd like to get some input from all of you. And did you like this video? Please rate and comment and subscribe and whatever you want to do with it. I'll see you in the next time. Goodbye.